Hi, my name is Mohammad Rizwan and I'm your host and welcome to the ISO Easy podcast. Today we are here on our very first podcast, that is ISO Easy podcast. With me, I have a very special guest, Mr. Syed Nadeem. So before we begin, let me give you a short introduction about him. Mr. Nadeem has more than 15 years of experience in ISO industry. He has served more than 1,000 plus industry to achieve ISO certification. Mr. Nadeem has served many organizations, even ministry level. He has served in Saudi, Oman, and also in African country. Also, Mr. Nadeem has worked with different certification body as a lead auditor, and also he has served as a GCC representative to his organization. Today, I am very glad to meet Mr. Nadeem, and also I welcome Mr. Nadeem to our show, that is ISO Easy podcast. Let me begin by asking this question. What is your advice for the people who really want to start up their career as an ISO consultant, and what kind of a career growth they can able to expect?
Thank you so much, Mr. Rizwan, for calling me on your podcast. I'm very happy to be here. And yes, definitely, I'll answer your questions and give meaningful insight for your viewers. Um, to begin answering with your first question, definitely ISO consulting as a profession is a rewarding journey. Um, so in today's market, definitely the organizations throughout the world, they need compliance recognition for their businesses. And ISO consulting as a profession is the one who helps the organization to meet the compliance requirements and assist them in achieving ISO certifications. Um, so the meaning is there in the nomenclature itself, the word consultant. So the moment we see the consultant, we see them as experts. Okay. So experts in the sense, the one who is equipped with knowledge. Okay. They know about the standards. They have problem solving skills. No, they have hands-on experience working with different industrial sectors, different geographies, and so the moment the consultant, the word comes in, people will start looking you as an expert. Okay, so so you have to be an expert, not only gaining the knowledge of ISO standards, but also about the industry, how actually the industry works, what will be the processes involved, the important terminologies used on a regular day-to-day business life cycle, and the different cultural aspects of different countries, meeting with different people. So all this is involved as an attribute which a consultant should carry. So yeah, as I told you, ISO consulting is definitely a rewarding profession. So many of my colleagues have become empaneled, designated auditors from the reputed certification bodies who are located in many countries, including in India. If they have good experience performing consulting, providing the consultancy services and doing the mock audits and everything. So they can take up in the later stages. They can take up the profession of an auditor also. So if I have to say you, the consulting will be into 3 stages. The consulting profession. So in the beginning stage, you can start your career building your career assisting a senior consultant who is already working in this field, so that you can gain some knowledge and the methodologies, how the standard actually can be aligned with the process requirements of the clients. And in the intermediate stage, You can join a consulting company where you can work with diverse, different types of customers, different sectors of the businesses. If you are lucky in the expert stage, you can independently or as a freelancer, you can provide the consulting services for your client, uh, for your own clients. So definitely, it's a rewarding experience. Um, but you need to have some sort of experience, as per my opinion, in order to start this profession. See, let me tell you. For example, if you are working as an health and safety officer in a company, so you are responsible for all the health and safety related aspects, the responsibilities as an health and safety officer. You are responsible for reducing the incidents and accidents. You are responsible for training people, to use the personal protective equipments, to understand what is risk, what are the hazards at the workplace. Then, yeah, you are responsible the person for the entire health and safety program of your company. So, if you want to pursue your career as an ISO consultant, definitely there are, as you know, various ISO standards targeting for different specific industrial sectors. There is different standard for health and safety, quality management system, environment management, medical devices quality management, information security, service management system. So there are more than 20,000 international standards, okay, specialized for different industrial sectors. Okay. So if you want to pursue your career as an ISO consultant, definitely you can start with the things which you already know. Okay. So if you gain some knowledge about ISO 45001 standard, which is specifically sets out the requirements for occupational health and safety management system, which is ISO 45001, you can gain some knowledge, assist, as I told you, assist a senior consultant, see how he performs the trainings, creates the documents, formats, procedures, know how he deals with the client, then facilitates the audit, make the company ISO ready. So with your existing enormous experience in your respective field, you can easily take up this opportunity as a consultant. You can go to a company who is looking to implement ISO 45001 in their organization to make sure their health and safety practices are matching the requirements of ISO standard and meeting the global compliance. So you can go, it will be very easy for you. You already know the terminologies, how the toolbox meetings has to be conducted, health and safety reviews, what are the practices to be followed for the white collar employees and the blue collar employees, how to align the existing practices with the international requirements of ISO 45001. And, so by this way, with the knowledge of ISO standard and your experience of working as a health and safety officer, together with this alignment, with this merger, you can deliver the best to the client. Okay, so definitely you cannot be an all-rounder at one time. You need to work with so many clients on so many standards. Then only you will gain a good knowledge about all the standards. So initially, you can start with actually what you know already. Okay, if somebody is responsible for making sure the compliance requirements are being met of information security management system standard, definitely they can enroll themselves for lead implementers, lead auditor programs, or assist the senior consultants, join a consulting company, gain the knowledge, and then they can directly interact with clients with their good experience in hand already, and they can go perform in the implementation of ISMS standard, work with auditors, work with the team, So it is like this. So ISO consulting is definitely a rewarding journey, which I already informed you. But you need to have certain amount of experience with it. That's my opinion.
Brilliant text, Mr. Syed. Now, let me ask you this. Many ISO consultants focus only on delivering the certificate at the end of the project. What do you think a consultant should really deliver to stand out from other competitors?
That's really an important question, Mr. Rizwan. See, if we are delivering only uh, the consultancy which is required for achieving certification, then end of the project and the end of the day we are just delivering something what is required for achieving the certification. Let me just explain you. So, for example, if a client comes to you as a consultant, as I told you, they will look you as an expert, the one who acts as an advisor, tells them what is going wrong, what is happening, and how they can improve in their existing day-to-day business practices. So, in my opinion, the consultant should always try to deliver value, okay, in order to stand out among their competitors. So a consultant should always focus upon delivering value. So they just not they don't have to stick only to the requirements of a standard. Okay. So what the standard says, for example, if somebody if some company wants to implement quality management system, okay, as a consultant, they come to you, okay, please help us out in building the standard, meeting the standard compliance, and we have an audit, and we need to keep everything ready. So what a normal consultant will do, they will, okay, start from the quality policy, creating roles and responsibilities, developing SOPs, internal audit procedures, documented. They create all the documented evidences, necessary reports, everything, clause by clause, meeting the requirements, creating the evidences, and then the day of audit comes, the auditor will perform the audit assessment, give some observation. They run for closing any non-conformance been identified, major or minor. Then finally, the client is achieving a certification. So this is what normal consultant does. So my opinion for the people who are into ISO consulting profession or who are thinking to get into this profession, so they should always focus upon delivering something extra at an advanced level. Okay. So just before, as I mentioned, a consultant with his experience not only working previously in that particular field, experience can be with your general knowledge or with your previous projects which you have already worked upon. Okay. So imagine you have good knowledge about websites, okay, which is commonly an overlooked area in the businesses. Okay. So that's a digital identity. Imagine you sitting in front of a CEO and giving an update about the progress of the ISO quality management system project which is going on in their organization. So you are sitting in front of a CEO of that company, the decision maker, and giving some insight, sharing your valuable knowledge in order to know how they can improve their digital presence, how they can bring leads, generate inquiries, revenue from their digital presence. Because before starting any contract or start dealing with you, your organization, the clients always try to visit their website, see their reviews, their CSR programs, their newsletters, their team, their profile, everything. That's a digital identity. So if you have a knowledge about website, sitting in front of a CEO and giving insights about how they can improve this particular subject, so the level of appreciation automatically it increases. That means you are telling your client something which they have overlooked, okay, which is an area for improvement. Same applies to any other field. Okay, so delivering the requirements, the training, the documentation, you have library of documents with you, giving the templates to your client, that doesn't make your client happy, in my opinion. Okay, so if you are trying to deliver value, you will stand out apart from your competitors, and definitely they will be remembering you and giving you references. No, they'll be loyal to you. Every year they'll be calling you. You'll be a fixed consultant for them. Okay, this is something which is really important to consider if people are involved in ISO consulting profession. Just do not stick to delivering the standard requirement, compliance, documentation, trainings. Go one step ahead, build a strong relation with your client, deliver value, come out of the box, come out of only the requirements, and always try to deliver which they have overlooked, the organization have overlooked. Yeah.
Great point, Mr. Nadeem. Let me ask you this question. It is possible to serve international client remotely, or it is really mandatory to visit on-site?
Actually, the concept of remote certification, remote implementation, or remote audit, this gained momentum during the time of COVID-19. So the organizations, they were not calling people to on-site in their premises, inside office to work. So almost all the organizations were working remotely from their comfort of from the comfort of their home. People who are working abroad returned back. Some struck, the situation how it was during the COVID-19, how serious it was. So during this stage, during this period, so people were not much occupied. Okay, and it was a ideal time for the companies, for people, for their people to get engaged for such programs, for attending the trainings, for knowing the standard requirements, and implementing these standard requirements, whatever the desire for. So the organizations, definitely they were showing interest, and during this time, as people were not there. So the concept of remote implementation, remote audit, remote certification came into gain more momentum. It became more famous, common everywhere. So even for the consultant, it was a win-win situation, because the travel ban was there, flights were cancelled. So they got engaged with their clients, started the implementation trainings on the documentation part, or whatever it takes. Okay. So people are also comfortable, and they definitely reduce the project overheads as well, on the perspective from the client point of view. And I still remember there was one of my client from the Middle East. The audit was conducted from a very reputed certification body, and it was done on a virtual platform through online. So we used a drone. And the auditor was sitting back in his own country, and that drone we took according to the instructions of the auditor. Then we looked around in the factory premises, and the auditor made his notes. So everything was online. Even the implementation trainings, everything was online. Even the audit was conducted on a virtual platform. Okay, so these things were possible during the time of Corona, COVID-19. So later this became a trend. Okay, people, the organizations, who are situated in different regions, Africa, Asia, Middle East, So they are interested in getting this international compliance, making sure their organization is following ISO standard and meeting all these compliance requirements as per the standard. But the thing is, um, they will not be having sufficient budget. Okay, Um so they go for this option, and yeah, so the travel, visa, accommodation, everything of the consultant gets out of the scope, and only the training, documentation, support, gap analysis, whatever we do, only those charges are applicable. So, from the client point of view, um, on an optimized budget, they can complete the program, the implementation program. So, if you ask my opinion, so in on-site as well as online, there are advantages as well as disadvantages as well. Okay, if we consider from the client perspective, so definitely on a limited scale of budget, they can complete this program, get the certifications done, the trainings done. But so the consultant, what happens, who is engaging with you for this project, uh, they will be already engaged, involved with couple of other projects as well. So you'll not be able to squeeze 100% out of the consultant. If he is dedicatedly present on site, so you will, dedicatedly the consultant will be involved to your project only. Okay, so you will get most the benefits, most of the consultant, and yeah, that relation bonding will be created between you and the consultant. Okay, so more insights you can get about the standard, about his experience, and so things can go well. So whereas there is a discord, no, there is no attachment if the consultant is sitting remotely and performing the trainings, providing the support, everything. So for the consultant as well, from the point of view of a consultant, that opportunity for building the trust, the reliance, and the bonding, the relationship between the client is not possible, because you are sitting remotely, you are meeting for the client one or two times. Okay, then you are starting your project remotely, then no, we are completing, maybe next year they will not come to you. Okay, so if you build a good relation with them, present there on site, the concept is completely different. So many of the times the relationship will be so strong that they will be ending up giving you a lot of references, be your loyal associate over a good period of time, over years. So I still remember my clients who I have provided on-site support. They are still our clients, and I've been working in this field from past. It's a 12th year now. Yeah. So in my opinion, it is not mandatory, not necessary for a consultant to be on customer premises. It can still be on a remote location, and as a consultant or a team of consultant can provide their services, provide their assistance to the organizations to meet the ISO system requirements, management system requirements remotely. There is no necessity as such. Okay, but the industry experts, including in my opinion, we prefer for the companies as well as the consultants to meet in person, be present on site, and complete the valuable journey of meeting the ISO compliance.
Amazing, Mr. Syed. Let me ask you one more question to you. For someone who's just started out as a fresher, what do you recommend? They have to start as a freelancering, or they have to get some experience with some established firm?
So, as I told you, Mr. Rizwan, uh, so the people who are thinking about taking ISO consulting as their profession, um, so yeah, definitely they will get a good experience, gain knowledge if they are assisting a senior consultant. As in my in your first question, I gave you an answer that there are three stages in this career which I have witnessed. One is the entry level, okay, um, the beginner we can call. In the beginning stage, um, if you are an experienced person in a particular field, definitely you have an experience how the job is done. But as per ISO standard, how the consultants design their implementation program, okay, that you have to know. Okay, so the standard gives you a requirement. I know you can understand the vocabulary, you know about the standard requirements, but how that is being portrayed, because the moment the organizations appoint you as a designated consultant, they see you, you will be portrayed as an expert, the one who is equipped with the knowledge, okay, not only about ISO but about the industry itself. Okay, so yeah, definitely, in my opinion, they have to start their the consultant have to start their career assisting a senior consultant, okay, so that they can gain hands-on experience, or else they can start their journey beginning working in a consultancy firm, okay, um, so that they can gain the knowledge working on different projects from different countries. Um, so after that, they can opt for freelancing or start their own consulting company if they are lucky enough and they have handful of organizations, clients who are already trusting them. No, as a consultant who is equipped with knowledge and you know, um, who has good experience dealing with different projects.
Great, Syed Nadeem. Let me ask you one more question to you. Does ISO consultant need any formal qualification or certification like ISO lead implementer or ISO lead auditor themselves before begin this career?
Yeah. So the basic qualification criteria. See, I have seen this while filling out an application form to be as an empaneled auditor for a very good certification body abroad. So the basic qualification criteria was written as a basic degree. Okay, in any discipline. Okay, you should be qualified with a basic degree. A bachelor's is fine to be appointed as an empaneled auditor. Definitely, other criteria like audit hours, in different sectors where you have performed audit, everything they will be asking before appointing as an auditor. To be as a consultant, as I told you, the educational qualification, I think basic degree is fine. But experience is plays an important crucial factor in this field. So, for example, if a fresher joins a consultancy firm, start working on different projects, he has no knowledge about how the industry works. So that's the first company he's seeing, and in this first company, he's been assigned to handle other companies, the operations of other companies, to understand the operations of other companies. So that becomes very difficult. If you have some knowledge working, be it in any field, okay, in information technology, manufacturing, trading, contracting, in your home country or from abroad, so you need to have some sort of experience in order to understand the terminologies used in business day-to-day operations, know how the hierarchy works inside the organization, inside the businesses, companies. So the qualification criteria, the basic degree is fine, in my opinion. Um, but experience, as I told you, is a crucial one.
Brilliant take, Mr. Syed. Let me ask you one last question to you. How can an ISO consultant build credibility and trust with clients, especially when they don't have any experience yet?
I know, Rizwan, that you will be coming to this question. See, for the freshers with no or limited experience in this profession, uh, they can gain technical knowledge. They can gain technical knowledge, as I told you. Start working under a experienced consultant or join an established firm. They can teach you how to handle the projects. Okay, that's the best option in my opinion, in my advice. So directly jumping to assist clients, you will lose your value. Okay, even if you have 10 years of experience working in health and safety department, directly you are considering an ISO consulting project for health and safety management system. In my opinion, definitely there can be a difference. You will not be completely successful. It will become very difficult because the things you were doing as an health and safety officer are quite different. The precise implementation will be there during ISO 45001 implementation cases. Okay, so and even here there is a small catch. If as an health and safety officer you have experienced ISO audits, health and safety audits, you know the documents, what they come and ask, you know how to set the qualification criteria right away. Okay, then that will definitely help you. Okay, but still, as I told you, the program itself, at least few projects you have to work under the senior consultants who are responsible for delivering ISO projects, consulting projects. So if you are working under them, you will come to know how to handle the client. So because the client requirements will not be same every time. Every client is different. Somebody wants in a limited stipulated time frame. Somebody wants it remotely. Somebody wants it on site. Somebody wants it to merge for all the locations by implementing only in the headquarters. So there'll be various types of requirements from the client. So you need to understand this. Definitely, you have a good experience as an HSC officer for so many years, but not every organization works in a similar style. Your experience will help you out, but the concept is quite different when it comes to delivering ISO consulting projects, and you have to know about this. This you will come to know only when you assist a senior consultant or join a consulting company. Then you can handle projects independently.
Excellent point, Mr. Syed. That's exactly what's make difference between you and also a beginner who has just started their career. That's a wrap on our first episode, the ISO Easy podcast. And I'm very big thanks to Mr. Syed Nadeem, who has joined our show and make this happen. And if you like this video and episode, just don't forget to share with your friends who is really passionate about our ISO journey. And until then, this is the episode of the ISO Easy podcast. And I'm your host, Muhammad Rizwan. Next time.